All right, I think I made this video before, but it's probably been a while. Or maybe I didn't upload it. Who knows? Who knows? There's a lot of videos I don't upload. Years ago, I lived in I call it a track home. Moved out, sold it like back in 2005, 2006. And it was not far from work, but there was probably 150 homes there. Little development. But you can walk right up to my front door, knock, and let's say I open the door, or look through the people, open up. You could be selling magazines or asking for directions or who knows. But you could walk right up to my front door. And I never really, it didn't bother me. I was heavily armed. And I had the peephole. I always looked to see who was out there. But after living there for a few years, there was one time where I was in a kind of not an emergency, but I had to be somewhere like right at such and such time. Unless I left right at that second, I wasn't going to make it. And I left the keys to my truck in the house and somehow locked them in the house or whatever. And I'm like, well, if I bust the window, that's going to be a more expensive fix. I'll just kick the door. And so what I did, using my big brain, I just did a little practice kick. Say, okay, I'm going to kick right where the lock is and everything. Let's see, let's just line this thing up. Let's get this. And I did this little practice kick, tapping my target, the door bust open. There was a piece of, it wasn't even a half inch of trim with that little brass piece. A guy with a glove on could have punched my door open. I was like, oh my God, I got to deal with that. So I changed things after that. Around a lot of people that lived near me put those cage doors up, those fancy wrought iron, so you couldn't just, beat your way through a door. Now, why do I bring that up? The way crime is, especially here in Central California, stupid crimes, well, no one should be able to walk up to your front door, actually touch the skin of your door, without hopping a fence, going through an outer gate, maybe have that wrought iron screen thing out front. There's got to be, you cannot walk right up to my door. If someone walks up, I'm living in a trailer, it's a different situation, but if you were to knock on my front door, you had to go through 2 gates, a pack of dogs, and 2 signs that say, no trespassing, keep out. Now, what's the importance of that? Well, what if something happened and I had to go into the self-defense mode and I had to do something? In a court of law, I can show I'm building my case. My God, the guy went through the first gate, locked, shut, whatever. Broke through that one, went past the sign. Broke through the second gate, went past the sign. Up to my front door, now trying to get in. This was not some guy looking for directions, okay? So, and I watch a lot of self-defense case stuff on the interwebs here. But the thing is, if you can, not everyone can do this. Maybe you're in an apartment or something. But you have to have a filtering system to get to your front door. So you're just not an easy target. But the place I lived before here, someone knocked on my front door. I got the gun right off the bat because I knew, how the heck did they get to my front door? This was not, my other place was way more extreme just because of the way it was built, the way it was set up. You had to go 100 yards to get to my front door. And it happened once or twice, but I knew, okay, this is not, they definitely they crossed every red line in the sand before they got to my front door. And nothing became of it, but if something did, geez, Judge, I mean, God, look at this guy. He went through this, he crossed this line, this line, this line, this line. Pete's sakes. Come on, doggies. Anyhow, if you can't, like I said, not everyone could do it, but you got to have some form, some way, even if it's a locked screen. Well, go through a locked screen, you got to break through it. And that's breaking and entering. You already got them right there. That's breaking and entering, dude. It's the opportunities are are unlimited. So think about that. If someone could walk right up to your place is there any way that you can mitigate that to where if something's supposed to happen, you got to look good in court? Love you. God bless.